Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we are unboxing today. We have the Witch's Roots subscription box. This is a monthly subscription. I do pay for it. I don't get any benefit from posting this video other than to share the little witchy and magical content with you guys so we can be surprised at the same time. But if you are interested in getting these subscriptions for yourself, I'll put the link to their website down below. Again, I don't get anything from it, and it's just really just to share information and share some fun things with you guys. So, like I said, this is October's box. We are heading into Halloween, Scorpio season, aka spooky season, and so I'm expecting these to be Samhain-based magical items and tools inside here. But with no further ado, let's open it up. Let's see what's inside. And, oh, isn't that interesting? Okay. So every month, of course, we do get this parchment inside that gives us some information as to what is included in this particular box. And this is Guardian of the Threshold. We stand at the threshold of Samhain, a time steeped in potential transformation. This sacred season encourages us to embark on a deeply personal journey, one where we have the opportunity to walk a unique path untouched by others. In this enchanting and handmade collection, we introduce items imbued with a protective guide designed to enhance your experience as you navigate this mystical landscape. We are excited to have the opportunity to share these items with our subscribers, which are intended to act as a guardian of the threshold during your rituals and meditations. Join us as we explore what stands just beyond the thinning veil. The magical items in this box are as follows. So let's start to pull out the items here before we read here. We'll do like a little bit of an inventory at the end. And I do actually see a card that I am familiar with here. So every single box we typically get some herbs, we get some artwork, we get Book of Shadows pages, but we also get a personal tarot or oracle reading. Now I can see exactly what this is without looking, because I actually do have this deck that came in a box, I think probably like a year ago or something, and this is like a little deck of magical spells. Now the funny thing is I've never actually used it. Partially just because the way that it's printed, it's a little challenging to read, and I've just never gone to it. I kind of forgot about it, to be honest with you. So it's very interesting that it should show up now, especially since I was actually pawing through this deck just a couple of days ago. So perhaps that's a sign to either start using it or to get rid of it. Anyways, let's see what my personal oracle reading is here. And we have Aura Cleanse. And you can see the writing on it, like it's a little bit uneven with its color. Like we've got this two parts here where it's a lot easier to read. And then we've got I don't know if they've done it to make it look kind of old or something, or used or worn. Anyways, I don't know, but I do find it a little bit challenging to read. However, let's give it a try. And we have Aura Cleanse Energy. Not surprising that I should necessarily get this one. I have neglected my chakras over the last little while. I've been so busy, and I just haven't kind of been in the right space. So again, big reminder, there we go. Anyways, so it says, mix 3 drops of rosemary with 1 cup of sea salt and add to a warm bath. Soak in the bath for 15 minutes to release any negative energy that has been picked up throughout the day. So there we go. Now, unfortunately, where I live, I moved a couple of years ago and I actually don't have a bathtub. So, but you can always put it, and I do have a foot spa. So that's also another place where you can put this. So if you are like me and you don't actually have a bathtub, unfortunately, I just have a stand-up shower, which is super annoying. Anyways, but you can use like a foot spa or something. And even if you don't have like a foot spa, you can just get like a big pot that your feet fit in. I've got big flippers on the end of my legs here because I got big feet. But you can get like a big pan or a pot or a baking dish or something like that. Fill it with water, put some salt in it, and use it that way. So anyway, so that's my personal oracle reading there, and it is from Spells Little Deck of Enchantments by Lorraine Anderson is where this comes from. It can be a little handy. It can, you can put it in your pocket or your purse or something like that. Anyways, let's get going. Let's see what else we've got in here. We have Watcher of the Wards. Wards or words? Hold on. Let's check. Wards, Wards, and this is our Book of Shadows artwork. Now, it is quite difficult for me to read it off of these pages just in the lighting that I have, and I don't have my glasses on, so I will read it from the paper that we've got here. Watcher of the Wards, Book of Shadows artwork. This wonderful Book of Shadows artwork provides insights into the wards and how you can incorporate them into your workings. By salt and stone, by fire and bone, by light that guards and will alone. No harm may enter, none may stay. This ward holds strong both night and day. Written and illustrated by A.E. Alden at the Witch's Moon. And it says, do not make copies, not for resale. So anyways, there's our Book of Shadows artwork, and it gives some information on the wards and what they mean. And of course, we do have that little spell right at the bottom there. So let's keep going. And we have Milk Thistle. So this is some grimoire artwork. All right, and it's Milk Thistle, which means we have Milk Thistle inside the box. So the origins of it. So number one, it's fire element, right? We're in Scorpio season, but Scorpio, one of the traditional rulers of Scorpio is actually Mars, right? Which is some fiery energy. The modern day ruler of Scorpio is Pluto. Okay. So it can be really some interesting energy. And yeah, okay. So here we go. We've got celestial influence is Mars. So there we go. Origins of the milk thistle is the Mediterranean. Other names we've got, I can't pronounce that. I'm not going to try. Holy thistle. I'm not going to try that either. Ladies thistle, Marian thistle, Mary thistle. And we've got a whole bunch of other different names for that there. It's related to our solar plexus chakra for confidence and our heart as well for compassion. Colors associated with the milk thistle: gold, green, purple, violet, and white. So it says here off of the page, Milk Thistle Herbal Grimoire Artwork. This beautiful Book of Shadows artwork provides useful correspondences for you to incorporate into your practices. We encourage you to explore the spirit of this plant and document your own experiences in your personal herbal grimoire. And so we do have some magical properties are banishing, healing, longevity, protection, purification, and strength. And the magical beings associated with this particular herb, Asclepius, ancestors, Apollo, I can't read that one. Brigid, I'm trying my best without my glasses. Dryad, Air, Fae, Hecate, Hygeia, Isis, Kuan Yin, Nature Spirits, Panacea, Persephone, Rhiannon, Sekhmet, and I want to say that says Swona. Anyway, it's also associated with the bat, the bee, the cat, the goat, the hare, the moth, and the swan for your animal associations there. So anyways, like I said, we should have milk thistle in this particular box. We always do get a hand-rolled beeswax candle, and this is called the Ember Shield. And where are we? Hand-rolled the Ember Shield mini beeswax spell candle with natural essential oils. Excuse me. This hand-rolled spell candle, has been created to banish negativity in your sacred space. The natural essential oils of cedar, frankincense, and myrrh have been used to roll this candle. So this should smell really wonderful. Frankincense and myrrh are actually 2 essential oils that I work with all the time. I love them. They smell absolutely fantastic. All right, so let's see what else we have in here. We always usually do get an anointing oil, and we do have that in here as well. And I don't think you can see through it, but it's not only does it have oils in there, it's also got some herbs and sometimes some crystals. And this one is called Safe Passage. And here we go. Safe Passage Magical Anointing Oil with natural essential oils. This magical anointing oil has been crafted to accompany you on your journey into the liminal spaces of Samhain. We implore you to anoint your guardian talisman with this oil before placing it upon your altar. As you anoint your tools, talismans, and amulets, repeat the following mantra. Grant me safe passage through the unseen door to the unseen world I came seeking for. This special blend has been created with the natural oils of myrrh, palo santo, cedar, and our Guardian's oil blend. Ooh. In addition, lavender, blackberry lead, okay, and basil leaves have been included. You will also find a quartz crystal within this oil included to bring focus and clarity to your intentions. Wonderful. So that's always fun. I'm going to give it a little sniff. Ooh, that smells nice. Ooh, that does smell wonderfully nice. Anyway, so I'll put that over there. Now let's see what else we've got in this box. And this is got a little bit of weight to it, whatever this is. Ooh, bubble wrap. All right, I'll play with that later. And this feels like a stone of some kind. Oh, well, hello. Shiny. Very shiny one there. So this is a tumbled hematite. And this is a pretty big one, actually. Usually, a lot of times, the stones that we get in this box are a little bit on the smaller side, but this one is pretty big. Yeah, like pretty big. So anyway, here you go. Tumbled hematite stone. Place this hematite on your person or upon your altar to anchor your emotional body during shadow work or ancestral communication. In addition, rely on this stone to protect you against unwanted energies and influences. All right, so lovely. Hematite's kind of a fun one. You can actually even get like magnetized hematite. Those are really fun because they stick together, right? So you can make little shapes and things like that, or you can make like a circle, whatever you are inclined to do. Let's see what else. Got lots of things in this box today. Got little recyclable packing paper that my kitty cats love to play with. They haven't seen it yet though. They are sitting at the window. They saw a mouse run by outside, so they are very much preoccupied. So we've got some rosemary sage stick here. Let me see, where is this on the page? Rosemary sage stick. Although rosemary sage is commonly associated with purification and cleansing, it also has long been connected with our memory. Burn rosemary during your Samhain rituals or place upon an ancestral altar to honor loved ones who have passed. And I actually do have, some of these already, and yeah, they always smell really quite nice. And so that's a great one to use. Yeah, I do have one that I'm burning through right now. It's actually like a little bit smaller than this because I find they burn a little bit better. They don't get so clogged up. But yeah, I'm about halfway through, I think, and I've also got a couple other things in there. I made that one myself with some sage that I grew in my garden. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, always intriguing. Let's see. Oof. Come on. All right. There we go. Sheesh. That is taped together very well. Ow. Okay. Wonderful. Oh. All right. So here's our talisman that our description for our anointing oil was referring to. And this is a wise owl. And so we've got the owl details on the back with tail feathers. We've got cutest little ears ever, and good little base, so that should hopefully stand up quite well. So let's read what it says in here. Guardian of the Threshold Owl Talisman. We are so thrilled to finally introduce the Guardian of the Threshold Owl Talisman, which has been created specifically for this very collection. This talisman is a handmade piece of art crafted from gypsum cement, which is known to be highly durable type of plaster. As wonderfully written in the accompanying Watcher of the Wards Book of Shadows artwork. Ever watchful is the owl, sentinel of the night. With unblinking eyes, it keeps vigil, perceiving what stirs in shadows and guarding what must remain unharmed. As companion to the ward, the owl stands at the edge of darkness, warning of what approaches and banishing what would cross unbidden. This wonderful statue can be placed upon your altar during Samhain or nearby as you work with the thinning veil. We also recommend decorating your talisman any way you see fit for the season. So there we go. So like I said, it's got some good weight to it, so that'll make a nice little addition. And let's see, what else do we have here? We have milk thistle. So if you've never seen milk thistle, that's what it looks like. This is milk thistle seed. Okay, so there's the seeds for them. So I don't know if you could plant these or not. Most probably. Milk thistle seed. Milk thistle is a member of the aster family, which is native to southern Europe and Asia, and has now become naturalized throughout much of the world. Thistles, in a broader sense, have always been considered protective plants, especially throughout European folklore. Their spiny and prickly leaves and tough appearance make them natural guardians, which can appropriately be placed at thresholds or worn as talismans to ward off evil. The striking purple flower that can be found blooming on the tips of the milk thistle represent a sense of resilience and vitality in even the harshest of conditions. Since Samhain marks the special time of year where the veil between worlds begins to thin, milk thistle can be incorporated into all protective workings during this season and acts as an ally against wandering or mischievous energies. As we stand before the threshold, we can call upon the spirit of the seed to serve as a reminder of endurance, renewal, and the medicine that can be found within trials and tribulations. Milk thistle, thorn, and bloom, guard my spirit through the thinning veil. With your strength, I walk between worlds, protected, clear, and whole. So there we go. So anyway, so fun, interesting stuff there. And I think that's everything from our box. So some great things in here, some great additions. The owl, he's really actually quite cool, and he will look good. He will look good on my altar space, and I will definitely decorate him, I think. So my friend lives out in the countryside, and she does have a resident owl on her property, and he is the coolest thing ever. And so what a great protector and guardian that she's got living there. So anyways, now I have my own. He's just not going to hoot at me in the middle of the night. Anyways, that is our Witch's Roots box. And so if you liked it, if you have these things, let me know. I did used to get the Witch's Moon box as well, and it just kind of got a little pricey because I was getting both of them, and I found that I used the materials in this one more than in the Witch's Moon, although I've got some great stuff out of that one too, and I'm kind of tempted to restart my subscription with that one. Anyway, check out the website, go see what they've got, some great stuff on there. But I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.